critically panned beyond almost all hope of salvation, Creature is a film that goes forgotten by many that watch it. And indeed, I may end up forgetting it in a few weeks, a few months. Just depends. Which is why I feel I need to talk about it as soon as possible, as soon as I finished it. Because I feel if I don't, I may forget it as it blends into the blur of the horror slasher monster flicks that we have dozens of thousands to date. Creature was filmed during 2009 to 2010, released, I believe, in 2011, directed by, Fred M. Andrews. No clue who he is. Let's see who he is. Okay, here we go. His only directorial feature is Creature. However, he is a production designer on many a film, from The Crow, Wicked Prayer, to Without a Trace TV series, CSI Miami, A Haunted House, Steven Legacy, Pretty Little Liars, Lethal Weapon, a CSI Vegas, Stargirl, yeah, plenty of stuff. He's a production designer that has a directorial debut, and his only debut in Creature. I guess we know why he has no other future flicks that he's ever directed, though he's been a production designer after this, so I guess he just stayed in production design rather than directorial design. This film stars Sid Haig from House of a Thousand Corpses fame and other films besides. He was still alive in 2011. He was still around in 2009, so he was good. He was in good shape, and he's fine in this film. He's very enjoyable. There's a lot of plot lines that go nowhere, that get dropped, that get ignored, and there's plenty of twists that make you raise your eyebrow in wonderment. But some of them are enjoyable enough. Some of them come out of left field, like the one at the end of this flick, at the end of this film, that makes you wonder how that happened. How did that happen? You know? And there's no lead up to it. There's no build up to it. It just comes at you out of nowhere, and you're probably going to need a little bit of context for this little twist. So there's the cast. Let's talk about the cast. The main cast of 6 characters you have. I'll just give them nicknames, okay? I don't know the names. 1, Creepy Dude. Creepy Dude's sister. Ex-Marine. Ex-Marine's girlfriend. Ex-SEAL Guy. Ex-SEAL Guy's girlfriend. Ex-SEAL Guy and ex-Marine's girlfriend are siblings. Creepy Dude and Creepy Girl are siblings. Ex-Marine and ex-SEAL's girlfriend are not related to anybody. Good? Good. Ex-SEAL's girlfriend is the one that shows up at the end of the movie in this very big twist that just comes out of nowhere. This character ends up captured by the swamp creature here, and we never hear from her again. We only see her at the end of the movie with this big twist happening. We don't know how it happened. We can infer, we can imply. I keep getting called away. I don't know if you hear any of those sounds of phone vibrating or whatever, but I keep getting called away. Whatever. So we're back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 6 characters in this strange twist. You will have to watch the movie to find out about the twist. I'm not going to spoil too much about this movie because I honestly want you to see it for yourself, to see just how bad or how good it is to you. Now, I know of a few critics out there that I highly respect who had an impression on this film when it came out. They weren't thrilled. In fact, they hated it. Me, do I hate it? No, I don't. I actually have an affinity. I enjoy bad movies. I enjoy them. I do. A lot of them are very entertaining to watch. This was very entertaining to watch, but it's also forgettably entertaining, which means if I look back on this movie, I'm probably going to forget the name of the movie. I'm probably going to forget all that except for who's in it with Sid Haig. He's going to be the only person I remember in the movie, aside from maybe the ex-Marine. The ex-Marine dude is very enjoyable, and I believe that's him right here. It is a very enjoyably schlocky, bad movie. It's also incredibly forgettable. If you wanted a movie about a swamp creature, half crocodile, just read the Batman Killer Croc comics. Or watch the Killer... Or you could even watch Swamp Thing if you want. Though Swamp Thing is not a crocodile, man. But whatever. It is about a swamp creature who is half man, half alligator, and there's some sort of creepy swamp people cult surrounding it, and it's just, you'll have to see it for yourself, really. I'm gonna give this thing a D, maybe a D plus for how enjoyably schlocky it is near the end. There's a lot of stuff in here that you're gonna raise your eyebrow at. You're gonna think, "Wow, is this an adult film?" You know, there's a lot of stuff in here that's very degenerate. just to be nice, it's degenerate. There's a lot of that in here. It harkens back to those 70s films, the sexploitation films, where if they knew they had a bad movie, they just had to bare some skin to get people to see it, and that's the type of film this is. They knew they had a bad movie on their hands, but they were like, alright, well, there's one thing that hasn't changed in 30 years, 40 years. People still like to see skin, so let's show some skin. And apparently that didn't save them. It didn't save them, but it is entertaining. Oh, gosh. If you're gonna watch this, you have to have my sense of humor intact. You have to have my affinity to enjoying bad movies. So if you enjoy bad movies, if you enjoy this type of schlocky stuff, then you could watch this and you might have something to enjoy. You might have something to laugh at. You might have something to get amused at. But you're probably gonna agree with me in thinking that it's not a good movie. It is not, though it is always nice to see Sid Haig. I don't know how to end these things.